You are hearing me clear my throat. You are looking live at Candlestick Park in San Francisco on this Monday night, the 31st of, December 1st, whatever, the 13th week of the National Football League season, as we play one of the more intriguing games of the year, the 8-4 New York Giants against the 10-2 San Francisco 49ers. It is a beautiful night in San Francisco, 64 degrees and clear with little wind. The Giants are already a game behind the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys won our Tuesday game, Thanksgiving Day, 86. They beat Seattle. The Giants are hoping to go 9-4 and stay tied with Dallas as they fight for the NFC East. In the NFC West, it's San Francisco's division to lose. You've seen how well they coped without Joe Montana. Of course, Joe is back now at 10-2. It's the Niners and the Giants right here on this Monday Night Football version of our Action PC Football 1986 replay. And from Candlestick Park in San Francisco, Retro Sports Network presents Pro Football Replay 86. Today, from Candlestick Park, it's the 10-2 NFC West leading San Francisco 49ers against the 8-4 New York Giants. And the game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best podcast on the internet for your sports simulations and replay needs. DigitalDice.com. Find us on Spreaker, iTunes, and wherever else fine podcasts are listed. Well, good afternoon to you. My name is Ron Chuckett. Welcome to the program, and I think potentially we have one of the best matchups on paper you could possibly have. The San Francisco 49ers, of course, at this point in their history, had won 2 championships after the 1981 season and the 1984 season. And these two teams, of course, would meet at Giant Stadium come January in an NFC divisional playoff game, which, of course, was won by the Giants in convincing fashion and nearly ended Joe Montana's career. These two teams would, of course, play in some epic games. Monday Night Football this week in 1989, the 1990 NFC Championship game. All those things added to the legacy of the Giants and the 49ers. San Francisco, of course, would go on to win 2 more Super Bowls in the era. And, of course, New York would win this year and in 1990. The Giants, of course, have Phil Simms, he and Joe Morris. In real life, Phil Simms threw the ball 38 times, and they won. But usually in Action PC, if the Giants are forced to throw that many times, it's not going to work. So relax, enjoy your lunch, and it's the Giants and 49ers next on Retro Sports Network. And so, a good afternoon to you. So the Giants will kick off. The 49ers have won the toss. Crawford back deep. San Francisco in their red uniforms with the white numbers and the stripes along the side, gold helmets, and gray face masks. The Giants in white with blue numbers, and of course the old-fashioned Giants written in script or in block print on the side with a white face mask. San Francisco will have the wind behind them in the first and the fourth quarters, and they're going from right to left across your screen. And here is the kick, and the game is underway. Taken at the goal line by Crawford, 20, and he's hit at the 24. 24-yard return on the Raul Alegre kick. Joe Montana, who's only completed 58% of his passes, but remember, he's missed 6 weeks. Tom Rathman starts the game at fullback. And Roger Craig, who is the all-purpose back, almost 50 catches and 700 yards on the ground, is a tailback. Dwight Clark is your split end, 41 catches on the year. Russ Francis is your tight end. Terry Kennard will play him. And, of course, Jerry Rice, 43 catches and nearly 800 yards on the year, is your flanker. He's the other wide receiver. Craig in the short, flat on 1st and 10, far side. Montana waits. Craig's got it and dropped it. 2nd and 10 from the San Francisco 24. Let's meet the 49er line. Keith Farnhorst is your left tackle. Randy Cross is the best of the bunch. He's the left guard. The center is Fred Quaylen. Bruce Colley is your right guard. And Bubba Parrish, your right tackle. Roger Craig, off tackle left from the 24 on second down, gets it to the 29 before being hit by Gary Reasons. Taylor and Carson blitzed for the Giants, and you're going to see a lot of that today. This is going to be some smash mouth football for sure. Giants play a 3-4. George Martin, the fifth Beatle, is the left defensive end. He's got 3 sacks. Plugging up the middle is Jerome Sally. No, not the basketball player. And, of course, Leonard Marshall is the right defensive end. He has 6 sacks on the year. The linebacking core is a good one. Carl Banks is the left outside linebacker. Gary Reasons is the left inside linebacker. Harry Carson is the right inside linebacker. And, of course, Lawrence Taylor, with his 14 sacks on the year, is the right outside linebacker. The corners, Elvis Patterson, or Toast as he's known to some of you, is the left corner. And Perry Williams has the unfortunate fortune of trying to keep Jerry Rice in control. Terry Kennard is the strong safety. And Kenny Hill is the free safety. He has 3 interceptions on the year. So Montana on 3rd and 5 will try a short hitch to Dwight Clark. Montana to throw. Clark's got it. He's got a first down. Patterson makes a tackle, gain of 9. 1st and 10 for San Francisco from their own 38. The Giants are in second place in the NFC East at 8-4. Remember, Dallas won the Thanksgiving Day game to go 9-4, and San Francisco leads the NFC West at 10-2. So 1st and 10 for the 49ers. Joe Cribbs comes in, 1st and 10. Craig will sweep it to the near side from the 38, gets across the 40, and Hill makes a tackle at the 42, a gain of 4. Giants keyed Craig and held that to a reasonable gain. San Francisco is favored by 9 in this game. And again, if you missed the open and the real game, the Giants won, but Phil Simms had to throw 38 times to do so. And that's just a recipe for disaster if you're a Giant fan, if he's got to chuck it up that much. 2nd and 6. Jerry Rice, medium out. Montana goes with the original play call. Giants blitz. Montana goes down to a running back instead. That is Cribbs, and Joe gets a gain of 5 before Gary Reasons can make the stop. It'll be 3rd and a short one from the 49er 47. Weather, you just can't ask for a nicer day here, or a nicer night, 64 degrees, and the wind's at 5 miles an hour behind the Niners going right to left. Cribbs, fullback dive on 3rd and short, handoff from Montana, and Leonard Marshall stacks him right up at the line of scrimmage for no gain. And so they're not going to chance it here, 4th and 1, and they'll let the 49er defense do their job. So Max Runiger, the former Eagle, comes out to punt to Phil McConkey. Giants will try to return this from inside the 10. McConkey backs up to his 5 and gets absolutely nowhere and is hit by a Ferrari, and I think it probably felt like he got hit by a Ferrari. So 1st and 10 for the Giants on their own 4. And here's Phil Simms, again, a case where he's allowed thrown more interceptions than touchdowns. Joel Morris leads the NFL in rushing with 1,033. And Mo Carthon is the good blocking back. He can do both run and catch. Bobby Johnson is the flanker. Is this a Monday night game? It certainly is. Ronnie Lott is on Johnson. Stacy Robinson, who had a big game in real life in this one, is the split end. And Mark Bavaro, of course, the tight end. Do they even have flankers anymore? They're both called wide receivers. And it's one of those things that the flanker, the split end is the wide receiver that's split off the tight end, and the flanker is the other receiver. And the third receiver would be a slot. So first and 10 from the Giant 4. How you doing? Barnes trapped left from the base of his own goal line. He gets across the 5, and Ellison makes the tackle at the 8. Give him 4. Second and 6 for the Giants. Ricky Ellison with the tackle. Let's meet the Giant line from left to right. Brad Benson is the left tackle. Chris Godfrey is the left guard. Bart Oates, no Hall, is the center. Billy Yard, the right guard. And Carl Spider Nelson is the right tackle. Second and 6. Mo Carthon up the middle from the 8. He gets across the 10. First down and more. Hit at the 21 by McCall. And so the Giants, 2 carry, 17 yards. San Francisco plays a 3-4. Dwayne Board. Oh, let's do this right, Ron. Jeff Stover is the left defensive end. Michael Carter, the nose tackle. And the other end, Dwayne Board. He has 3 sacks on the year. Keena Turner is your left outside linebacker. Jim Farnhorse is the left middle linebacker. Ricky Ellison, who made that tackle, is the right inside linebacker. And Mitt McCall is the right outside linebacker. Ronnie Lott is the strong safety. And Carlton Williamson is the free safety. Both the corners are playing up tight. McKyer on the left on Bavaro. And Don Griffin on Robinson. First and 10. Sweep right for Joe Morris. From the 21, he gets to the 25, and Williamson makes the tackle right there. And that's a gain of 4. So the game that Bavaro literally carried the defense on his back. Yep. For sure. So second down and 6. And the Giants will go to the air for the first time. Robinson. Medium out. Sims back to throw. Waits down the near sideline. It is caught by Robinson at the 40, and Griffin knocks him out right there. First and 10. Exactly what Sims needed. He will not be able to throw it 38 times, and the Giants win this game. First down from the 40. Sweep right for Morris. From the 40, gets a block over the 45, and Dwayne Board, after Ellison lost him, makes the tackle after a gain of 7. So second and 3 for the Giants. Opening drive, 5 plays, 43 yards. No score, just the start of things here on a Monday night from Candlestick. Carthon, dumper far side. Sims has got him. First down, barely. Keena Turner make the tackle right at the sticks. But it's a gain of 3 and first and 10 for the Giants. And this is what Bill Parcells is going to need to do. Just kind of ground and pound and eat clock. Mo, off tackle right from midfield. And he gets a block. McCall with the tackle at the 46. San Francisco doubled Bavaro, and Carthon got himself a gain of 4. Halfway home here in the first quarter, second and 6. Clock running. No score between the Giants and the Niners. Medium slant. Robinson. Sims back to throw. Flushed around over the middle, and that is dropped by Robinson, but he's pointing for a flag, and Al Red Sox fan says, "You're not getting one." So third down and 6 for Sims and company. We look to Bavaro, and we'll try a short out to the tight end. Sims back to throw. He is hit from behind by Stover. Not good blocking, and the Niners will stuff him right there at the 47. So Jeff Stover gets the sack, and Phil Sims goes to the sideline. The Giants will have to punt, and both teams trade punts on their first possession. Sean Lanetta will punt one deep to Griffin. And from inside the 10, San Francisco is going to try to return it from his 5 to the 10. And he got out to the 12. So 49-yard punt, 41-yard net, 6:03 to go, first quarter. Giants nothing, San Francisco nothing. This is Pro Football Replay 86 on Retro Sports Network. So 1st and 10, second possession for the Niners. Montana. Medium slant to Clark is the call. Montana back to throw. Clark open over the middle. He's got it. First down. And Patterson makes the tackle at the 30. And that's a gain of 18. And so what San Francisco needs to do is make the Giants trying to beat them in the air. Don't let them beat you on the ground. They can eat up too much clock that way. Craig in the flat. Far side, Montana throws. Craig's got it. 25-30. Flag is down. Banks with the tackle at the 37. A gain of 7.
Offsides. Defense. Number 75.
And George Martin
penalty.
was offside. And they'll decline it. They'll take 2nd and 3. 5:10 to go, first quarter. Clock is stopped. Cribbs will try a sweep to the far side from the 37, and he stood up by Banks at the 38 for a gain of 1. So 3rd down and 2. And now they go to the ground again. Pitch to the near side for Roger Craig. Montana finds him. Craig finds his seam, and he gets a gain of 3 before Gary Reasons can make the tackle. And it's 1st and 10 for the 49ers. 4:23 clock running, first quarter. Ball spotted at the San Francisco 41. Francis. Short slant to the tight end. Montana, quick snap throw over the middle. Caught, first down. And Francis is brought down at the Giant 44. Give him 15. It's 1st and 10 for San Francisco. Why are the 49ers 10-2? Well, they've scored 30.4 points a game. And remember, Montana is the 3rd starting quarterback for San Francisco this year. And the defense has only given up 15.2. And that's why they're a 9-point favorite. Craig. Trap left, 1st and 10, and Montana got to the line of scrimmage and didn't like what he saw, so 2:59 to go, and a timeout on the field. No score between the Giants and the 49ers here on Retro Sports Network. So again, 1st and 10. Craig off tackle left. Near side, and he's hit behind the line by one Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence got a full head of steam and just kind of knocked Craig off his feet. How you doing, Rackcast, Mr. Gardner? Dave is working. 2nd and 11. 2:54 clock running. No score. Quick first quarter here at Candlestick. Rice. Medium cross. But instead it's an audible. They're going to screen one to Craig. Montana finds him at midfield. 40, 30. What a call. And Hill makes the tackle at the 22, and that's a gain of 23. The Giants sent the kitchen sink. They blitzed 4. And so Montana, nope, I'm going to you on a screen. And so that's the perfect play to run against the blitz. And it nets them 23 yards. 1st and 10 from the Giant 22. Now it's a long slant to Rice. They want the touchdown. Montana has time. He goes over the middle. Touchdown, Jerry Rice. Well, that's just as basic of a game of pitch and catch as you can possibly find. That's the 10th touchdown of the year for Rice, his first catch today, and it's 6-0 San Francisco. Here it is again. Again, just a basic game of pitch and catch, and Rice knew where to go. And so here's the extra point from Warshing, and it's right down Broadway. 8 plays, 88 yards, 4:29 off the clock, 1:24 to go in the first. It's San Francisco 7, the Giants nothing. And so it'll be McConkey back deep, with Collins and Miller standing at about the 16. Worshing gets a boot on it, taken at the 5 to the 10, and that's not a good return. McConkey got it at the 2, and Keena Turner yelled him down at the 11. So a gain of 9, and the Giants start this drive 1st and 10 from their own 11-yard line. Second time today, the Giants have been backed up in the shadow of what would be the outfield here at Candlestick Park. Morris, trap right, 1st and 10 from the 11. And the ball is loose. Ward fumbles it, but Ard, the right guard, kept it, and it's a gain of 3. So 2nd and 7 from the Giant 14. Dwayne Board stripped it out of the hands of Joe Morris, but Ard, being the smart lineman that he is, picked it up. And it'll be 2nd and 7. Sims will try a short cross to Bavaro. Bavaro runs his route. He makes the catch. It's a gain of 8 as Tim McKyer will make the tackle for a first down, and that will be the last play of the first quarter. After 1, San Francisco 7, the Giants nothing. And here is the Digital Dice scoring summary. Montana to Rice from 22 yards, with Worshing with the extra point. Wow, 4:39 on the time of possession there. 8 plays, 88 WCBS yards to make it 7-0. Time and weather every minute. And traffic and weather on the 8s on WCBS. San Francisco, where it would be KCBS. 111 yards. Offense, and the Giants have 54. First down, 6-4 in favor of San Francisco. And Montana, 7 of 8 for 99 yards in the opening stanza. Sims, 3 of 4 for 26. 1st and 10 for the Giants. Morris, off tackle left. From the 22, he gets to the 25, and Stover makes a tackle at the 26, a gain of 4. Remember, 2 exciting football games for you next week on Tuesday and Thursday, right here live on Twitch as we play Week 14, just 3 weeks left in the regular season. 2nd down and 6, and don't forget, next Wednesday night live on Twitch, the debut of Action PC Baseball 2020, and your chance to pick our 2020 replay. That's next Wednesday night around 7 o'clock right here on Retro Sports Network. Bobby Johnson, second. Who? No way. Joe Carthon, trap left. From the 26, he is hit at the 29 by Feinhorst. Sims didn't like the play, and, well, he didn't audible, but he did. And so it'll be 3rd down and 3. Giants will go 3 wide. Tony Galbraith is in the backfield now. McConkey is the 3rd receiver. He's up top. Robinson at the bottom. Johnson at the top of your screen. Galbraith. Little dumper in the flat far side. Sims has all day. Galbraith dropped it. So they had McConkey doubled, and Galbraith dropped the football. And on 4th and 3 from your own 29, you got a punt. 13:34 to go in the half. 7-0 San Francisco. Landetta has the wind behind him. This should be boom to Griffin. Back to his 20, 30, and hit at the 34 by Jerome Sally. And be 1st and 10 for the Niners from there. So the Giants, they need to figure out a way to solve the San Francisco defense. Craig on an off tackle to the right from the 34. And Harry Carson says, who needs a defense against us when we can shut them down? That's a loss of 1. Carson read that play perfectly, and it's 2nd and 11. So Montana. Short slant to Dwight Clark. Back to throw. Clark over the middle. He's got it. Patterson makes the tackle at the 40. At the 42, rather. It's a gain of 9, and it's 3rd and 2. So 3 catches and 36 yards for Dwight Clark. And it's 3rd down and short. Cribbs will sweep one to the right. Far side, he's got the first. And he got 2 more in the process. So give him 4, and Carl Banks with the tackle. So a fresh set for the 49ers. 1st and 10, 46 San Francisco. Under 12 to go, clock running. First half. Rice. Medium hitch on 1st and 10. Montana all day, and Banks tipped it. He tried to find Craig in the slot and couldn't do it. So 2nd and 10 for the Niners. Of course, I get confused sometimes, this old baseball brain, and we are in San Francisco. And if you're old enough to remember, kind of like Dave Gardner, you remember when the baseball giants played in New York at the Polo Grounds. And until 1956, of course, the Giants shared the Polo Grounds with the Giants. And then what's perceived to be the glory years of New York football, or at least the first glory years, were at Yankee Stadium. Cribbs will try a sweep to the near side from the 46. He gets it to the 49, trying to go to the right towards the near sideline and couldn't do it. Gary Reasons stopped him after a gain of 3. 3rd down and 7. And for the first time, we split out 3 wide receivers. It'll be Rice and Wilson to the near part of your screen. Dwight Clark sitting all by himself on the top. Mike Wilson. Medium cross on 3rd and 7. Montana waits, throws. That's dumped down to Craig, and he's going to be a yard short. He needed 7 and got 6. It's 4th and 1. So Craig, 3 catches for 36 yards. And San Francisco's going to go. So Frank now moves in as the other tight end. Rathman and Craig are your setbacks. They're going to go out of the eye. Rathman. Fullback dive. They're going. Everybody's up for this one. Give to Rathman. And no, sir. Carl Banks sniffed that one out like a pig in a truffle farm. And so it's turned over. 9:51 to go. 1st and 10 for the Giants. And they trail 7-0. This is Pro Football 86 on Retro Sports Network. So 1st and 10 for New York. Medium hitch to Bavaro is the call. Sims back to throw. Bavaro was not on the same page. San Francisco doubled him. But that throw was high. It did not matter. 2nd and 10. And so Sims is now 3 of 6 for 26 yards. Joe Morris on a draw here. Gets it to the 48 of New York. A gain of 2. And San Francisco is just showing some dominance on the defensive line. 9.5 to go. 3rd and 8. Clock running. 7-0 49ers. Second quarter. And now they kind of have to go to Bobby Johnson. On a short hitch. Sims, quick throw. And that's dropped by Johnson. San Francisco had Bavaro doubled. So Sims had the right matchup. And Bobby Johnson just dropped it. And Bill Parcells turns as red as Joe Montana's jacket. And out comes the punting unit. The Giants go 3 and out. Landetta will go for the sidelines here. And that's a beauty. It'll sail out at the 7-yard line. 45-yard punt, no return, and no flag. 8:46 to go, second quarter, 7-0 49ers. Roger Craig sweeps to the near far side from the 7, and he's hit by Carson again for no gain. So in the eternal words of Mr. Al Red Sox fan, we have reached a slobber knocker. Bubba Paris, the right tackle, could not make the block. Second down. Screen to Cribbs, who comes out of his own end zone. It's caught, and I don't know what Gary Reasons makes a tackle at the 9, and for some reason you saw a slide. Don't ask me why, but it's a gain of 2, and it's 3rd and 8 for San Francisco from their own 9-yard line. He wants to go to Rice. Medium slant over the middle of the field. Montana, flag is down and incomplete. That was not a good throw.
Pass interference, defense.
But he's going to get bailed out.
Automatic, first down.
Montana made a terrible throw, and he got bailed out on the pass interference call by Perry Williams. Oh, man. Parcells is just yelling in any ear he can find. It wasn't catchable, he says. It wasn't catchable. Well, doesn't matter whether Parcells thought it was catchable. It's a flag. 7-17 first half. 1st and 10 from the San Francisco 18. Trap right for Cribbs. And Joe crossed the 20. Dorsey with a tackle at the 22. Give him 4. Eric Dorsey with his first tackle. It'll be 2nd and 6. So the Niners have run 12 passes and 12 runs. Halfway home here in the second. Under 7 to go. 7-0 San Francisco. Russ Francis. Medium cross. Montana has all day, and Francis is open. First down. Terry Kennard makes the tackle after a gain of 14. 1st and 10 for the 49ers from their own 36. So San Francisco now doing some matriculation. And every successful play just puts Parcells into a bigger and bigger tizzy. Roger Craig. Sweep right. Far side, 36. Gets a block over the 40. And Carl Banks will make the tackle after a gain of 6 at the 42. So 2nd and 4 for the 49ers. 6 plays, 35 yards. Montana wants to go to the air again. He's looking at Jerry Rice. Montana back to throw it down to the near sideline. That is incomplete. Perry Williams had good coverage on Rice, and they just couldn't do anything with it. So Montana now 11 of 14 for 130 yards. So Craig pitch left, near side on 3rd down from the 42. Turns the corner but cannot get a block. And Carl Banks will spin him down for a gain of 1. So under 5 to go, 4:50 to be exact, 4th and 3. And out comes Runniger with the wind in his face, what little of it there is, to punt. To Phil McConkey. And Runniger got a lot of that one. McConkey at his 12 makes the catch. Roberts makes a tackle after a 4-yard run, and the Giants again take over well into their own territory. 1st and 10 from their own 15, 4:17 to go in the half. It's San Francisco 7, the Giants nothing. Stacey Robinson. Medium cross on 1st and 10. Sims is going to scramble. The ball is loose and picked up again by Ard. They blitzed, and Sims felt the blitz coming, and he just bobbled the snap. And so Ard recovers his second fumble of the half. And the Giants remain without a turnover. Loss of 1, second and 11. 4:11 to go. And the clock is indeed running. Bavaro. Medium slant. Sims to throw. Bavaro runs the route. He's got it. First down over the 30. McKyer with a tackle after a gain of 16. And it's 1st and 10 for the Giants on their own 30-yard line. We'll go under 3 after the snap. 3:29, clock running. Morris short flat, near side. Sims checks it down, incomplete. Stover hit him as he threw, but they're saying all the way that was a forward pass. And so with 2:51, the clock will stop. So Morris will now take the time to run a play. He'll go on a sweep to the far side from the 30. He gets a block, but not much else, and Ellison makes a tackle at the 32. Now Stover is pointing to his hip, and the Niners look concerned enough to say that he's probably not coming back. So 3rd and 8, and the clock is stopped with 2:44 to go in the half. 7 carries for Moores, 26 yards. McConkey in the game. Galbraith now the lone setback. Sims will work out of the gun. Johnson. Short hitch on 3rd and 8, and that is a busted play all the way. Sims is yanked down.
Illegal motion. Offense. Number 81. 5
Well, a
yard
flag
penalty.
on Robinson will be denied. Sims was yanked down by Charles Haley almost immediately. And for Charles, that's his 9th sack of the year. And so the Niners the Giants rather, go for naught, and they'll be punting. 2:35 to go. And with the flag, the clock is stopped. 4th and 13. Landetta will boom this one. Griffin to his 25, 30, got some room, and he's hit for a gain of 12. And so 1st and 10 for the Niners from their own 37. 2:29 to go in the first half. It's San Francisco 7, the Giants nothing. This will take us to the 2-minute warning. Off tackle right for Craig, and Roger is hit by Lawrence Taylor at the 39. Give him 2. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Almost the end of the first half. San Francisco 7, New York zip. They go 3 wide. Wilson joins Rice at the bottom of your screen. Clark by himself up top. Francis. Medium slant to the tight end. Montana has time. He flips it down. It's actually knocked down by Leonard Marshall, and it'll be 3rd and 8. So a good read by Leonard Marshall to see what Montana was going to do there. 1:54. Clock stopped. Little dumper to Craig near sideline Montana. And Craig are not on the same page, and the Giants force a 3 and out. So 1:51. San Francisco will punt. Ball is on their own 39. Runniger. McConkey can return these. And the Giants have all 3 timeouts. McConkey from his 20. And he's hit at the 23 by Griffin. 1st and 10 for the Giants, 1:47. In the first half, they trail 7-0. Galbraith with Sims out of the gun. Flat one to Galbraith. Sims has Galbraith at the 20. 30, first down. Keena Turner. No, they're short. Doesn't really matter, but it's a gain of 10, but not on the score sheet. They go into a hurry-up. Medium slant. Johnson Sims back to throw over the middle. That's incomplete. He threw into double coverage, and the clock is stopped with $1:17 to go. So Sims looks at the sideline, gets the call. Short slant McConkey, but there's a flag down before the snap.
Encroachment defense.
And it's on the Niners.
5-yard penalty.
It's on the nickelback. And just weren't they a horrible band? Nixon. He's the one. And it's 1st and 10 for the Giants from their own 38. 1:17 to go. First half. Giants trailing by 7. Sims works out of the gun. Medium out to Bavaro. Sims waits. Bavaro down to the sideline. He's got it. First down. The ball is loose. McKyer strips it out to 47, and Carlton Williamson falls on it. So the Giants finally turn it over on the San Francisco 47. Here it is again. Sims. He had Bavaro, and then McKyer just slapped it out. And as any 8th grade home ec student would know, you hold on to that egg like you would the most precious thing in your entire life. And here's why. San Francisco is about 20 yards away from being in scoring range. 1st and 10, 1:10 to go. Clark. Medium slant, first down. Montana has all day. Clark's open. He's got it. Patterson with the tackle at the 41. 1st and 10 for the Niners. And they'll go hurry up. Under a minute to go. Montana. Medium hitch to Rice. Back to throw. Incomplete. Carson knocked it out of Rice's hand. And the clock will stop with 43 seconds left. So 7-0 San Francisco, and they've been given a golden gift as the Giants turn it over at the 49er 47. So not in worsening territory yet. 2nd and 10. Francis on a medium slant. Montana back to throw. Francis was open over the middle for a moment, but Kennard closed the door. And so it's 3rd and 10. They doubled Jerry Rice, the Giants did. The 49ers are 3 of 8 on 3rd down. Craig in the backfield by his lonesome. Rice, Clark, and Wilson, the wide receivers. Medium out to Jerry Rice is the call. Montana from the gun goes to the near sideline, got it, first down, and is hit at the 23. That's Wilson, not Rice, but it's a gain of 17 nonetheless, and Mark Collins makes the tackle. And with 28 seconds left, they're going to call time. So timeout. San Francisco's got 1 left. And they lead 7-0. So again, they'll work out of the gun. Medium fly to Dwight Clark. Montana looks down the sideline. He's got Wilson for a first down. 21 seconds to go. They're going to go hurry up. Medium slant. Jerry Rice, Montana, trying to get this call. This might backfire. He's looking. He's got all day, and it's intercepted by Williams with 4 seconds left. Perry Williams stops the drive cold. Here it is again. Montana tried to get greedy with it, and instead Perry Williams will put New York in a victory formation with 4 seconds left. And so Sims will take the knee, and that will end the half. No, it won't. San Francisco called time. And Parcells just looks over at the Professor Bill Walsh on the other sideline and went, really? Really? Sims takes a knee. And that should end the half. San Francisco can't stop the clock. And the Giants will not stop the clock. They'll get the kick to start the second half. We've played 30 minutes here at Candlestick. It's San Francisco 7. The Giants nothing. And the scoreboard summary is pretty much the same as it was when we did this a few minutes ago. Just the one score in the first quarter. Montana 14-22 for 170. And the Giants have held Rice to one catch, but that one catch was a touchdown. First down's 12-6 in favor of the 49ers, and time off the clock, 18:15 to 11:45 in favor of the Niners. And the yardage, 200 for the 49ers, 99 from those reptiles from New Jersey. McConkey back deep. He will return this 3 yards deep to the 10, and that's not... oh, my goodness. Hit at the 8 by Wright, and that's where New York will take over. Morris and Carthon, the starting running backs. Johnson and Robinson, the wide receivers. Bavaro, the tight end. Sims, the quarterback, 6 of 12 for 67. Benson and Nelson, the tackles. Godfrey and Ard, who's recovered 2 giant fumbles, are the guards. And Bart Oates is your center. Morris on a sweep left to the far side from the 8. He is hit at the 8 by Roberts, the left defensive end, and Larry's got himself 3 stops. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 8-yard line. Defensively for San Francisco, Roberts and Board are your ends, Carter the nose tackle, Turner and McCall the outside linebackers, Farnhorse and Ellison the inside linebackers, McKyer and Griffin the corners, Ronnie Lott and Carlton Williamson the safeties. 2nd down and 10. Dive play to Carthon. Handoff from Sims. Moe to the 14 before McCall can make the tackle. 3rd and 4. So the 49ers have done what I thought they would need to do. They're going to say to Phil Sims, beat us. You beat us. Bavaro, short slant. Sims back to throw. Bavaro runs his route. This time he's got it. McKyer does try to strip it. Bavaro holds it onto it like it's his baby blanket. It's a gain of 9, 1st and 10 from the Giant 23. Again, handoff to Morris. They'll go on a dive. Niners show blitz, no audible. Morris to the 25. Turner with a stop right there, and that's 2-0. A cloud of grass here in San Francisco, and the green kind, not the purple haze one. El Horenzo, thanks for the follow. You are my 29th follower. Please say hi. All these games, of course, go up on YouTube later, but thanks to my newest follower, El Horenzo, 29. I'm now 21 away from being a Twitch affiliate. Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. He says, love your stuff. Watch your videos on YouTube. Well, we're at least live on Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon for football, and we'll be doing a video later this week on YouTube to try to figure out what other times I should be doing this live. So thank you very much, buddy. Glad to have you along. 2nd down and 8 for the Giants on their own 25. Sims will try a medium out to Johnson, and San Francisco didn't like what they saw, and they called timeout. So the Niners are down to 2 for the rest of the game. 12:15 to go. 3rd quarter. Again. This time it's Robinson. And they'll try a medium out. Sims in the pocket, near sideline, incomplete. McKier's been a busy little beaver. He tipped that pass. And Sims is now 7-14 for 76 yards. McKier with a deflection. The Giants are 1 of 5 on third down. Bavaro. Short slant. Sims waits for the C's to part. Bavaro catches that in stride and got the first down. McKier with a tackle. 1st and 10 for the Giants on their own 34. 12:04, clock running third quarter. Opening drive of the second half, Giants trail 7-0. Morris, off tackle right, handoff from Sims, and he stood up by Carter at the 35. Michael Carter, the nose tackle, just kind of reached over with a paw and pulled him down like a Venetian blind. So 2nd down and 9. Morris, 10 carries, 29 yards. Said this at the outset. They don't run the football in this simulation. They don't win. One of the hard things for any sports simulation game to do. I mean, Sims is not having an efficient game. But it's still a one-score game. Carthon in the flat. Far sideline. Sims throws. Carthon has it. Moe is hit right at the 35 by Turner. And even when Sims can find a receiver, the 49ers defense is relentless. No gain. So 2 catches for Carthon for a whopping 3 yards. 3rd and 9. Galbraith in the backfield. McConkey, the third receiver, he's up top. And they're going to go to Phil on a medium out. Sims rolls right, throws left. It is caught by Johnson, and they're short. He needed 9 and got 8 3/4. Torrey Nixon, the defensive back, remember, he had the penalty against him, the only one for San Francisco in the game. Save the first down. The Giants, 9 plays, 36 yards, are going to go. Triple tight end set. Morris is the lone setback. Miller, the wide receiver. Mowat, Bavaro, and yep, that's Harry Carson at tight end. Morris. This is a ground and pound play. He's going on the dive. Sims hands it off, and Morris, does he have it? Yes! He technically got nothing. He might have gotten maybe 6 inches, but they come out to measure, and it's a first down. So 1st and 10 for the Giants, and Bill Walsh on the sidelines just kind of scowls over his glasses and hopes to melt some molten steel in the leaden heart of the NFL officials on that play. Bavaro. Medium hitch. Sims to throw it. Has time. He goes around, tries to dump it down to Carthon. Nothing doing. 2nd and 10. This game reminds me so much of that 90 NFC Championship game. What was it, 15-10? The fumble late that sealed it. We've had some wild ones here. We had that Jet-Dolphin game last week that was 52-44 or whatever, 56-42. This is the opposite, gang. This might actually be like a 10-point total offensive game. 2nd down. Pitch left. Ah, yes. And so maybe it's going to be just one video. We will see. And so you didn't miss anything. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Giants. No, I don't want to see that. I want to see this screen. 3rd and 10, 3 wide receivers. Robinson, medium slant. Sims to throw it. He's got all day over the middle. That is caught by Robinson in a gain of 14. And I think for the first time today, the Giants actually had the ball in San Francisco territory. 8:27 to go, and it's 1st and 10 from the 42. They stay 3 wide. Johnson, short slant. Sims back to throw again. He rolls to his left. Checks it down near side. Incomplete. Robinson dropped it. And so Stacy Robinson has dropped 2 passes today. Second and 10. 7:43. Third quarter. Morris. Trap right. They blitz, no audible. Sims to Morris. Over the 40. Good call. Ronnie Lott makes a tackle after a gain of 9. And it's 3rd and 1. So from the 33 is San Francisco. 3rd down and a short 1. Halfway home here in the 3rd. On this Monday night game, the Giants and Niners playing a game that Ray Nitschke, Vince Lombardi, and George Halas would love. Carthon. Fullback dive. Handoff from Sims. He's got it and more. It's a gain of 5. Griffin with a tackle, and that's 4 for Don. 1st and 10 from the San Francisco 28. Sims wants to go again. Medium out to Stacy Robinson. Sims to throw it. Goes to the near sidelines. Robinson is not there. Griffin got a piece of it. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Field goal chance from here. Giants, by the way, what little breeze there is on this 64-degree night is behind them in this quarter at about 5 miles an hour. Morris off tackle right, near side from the 28. Gets to the 25. McCall with the tackle at the 23. Give him 5. 6:02 to go. And if the Giants can't get it any further, Allegre's chances of making this are 77%. Bavaro. Short cross to tight end. Sims waits. This won't be to Bavaro. I believe it's to Morris. It is. It's a gain of 7. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Giants on the San Francisco 16. And so look at this. The Giants have run a 19-play, 76-yard drive that's taken 9.5 off the clock here in the 3rd quarter. This is Bill Parcells football to an absolute T. And the Niners defense is exhausted. Medium out to Robinson. Sims trying to get 6. Waits, throws near sideline. Incomplete, but Griffin and Robinson were dancing.
Pass interference.
Yes, sir.
Defense. Number 29, automatic, 1st down.
It's half the distance. It's not a spot foul. And Parcells wants a spot foul. He's not going to get it. And it'll be 1st and goal from the San Francisco 8. 2 tight end set. Morris by his lonesome. Carson and Mowat, the tight ends. Morris. Dive play. 1st and goal. And he is stood up by Ellison right at the line of scrimmage. And now we've run 21 plays from scrimmage. The 49ers have not had their offense on the field here in the 2nd half. Lee Roussan comes in the game. 2nd and goal from the 8. Fullback dive. Handoff from Sims. Roussan is stood up by McKyer. And the 49ers have been on the field so long that they are just exhausted. 3rd and goal. Bavaro. Short hitch. Sims, all this, they better get 6. Down to a running back. And no, Morris is hit at the 4, and the Giants are going to have to kick. And so 23 plays, 88 yards, 11:40 off the clock, and all they can do is settle for 3. My goodness. So Raul Alegre makes it a 4-point game. 24 plays, 88 yards, and 12-12 off the clock. There's 2:38 to go in the third. San Francisco 7, the Giants 3. And so, would you believe? I don't think I've ever had a 24-play drive before. That sounds like an address on a soap opera. So tell me, Marianne, where do you live so I can come visit you? Hee, I live on 24-play drive. Is that by the football field? Yes it is. I run a cheerleading camp. Okay. So Alegre will kick this away. It'll be Crawford back deep from his 8. Monroe and Griffin to return. And as we cross the 1 o'clock hour, we'll tell you about ourselves in a minute. San Francisco isn't challenging that 5 yards deep, and Joe Montana starts the second half with 2:38 to go in the third quarter, holding on to a 4-point lead. So let's go through the offense for San Francisco again. They haven't had the football in a half hour. Roger Craig and Joe Cribbs, the running backs. Jerry Rice and Dwight Clark, the wide receivers. Russ Francis is the tight end. Joe Montana, of course, the quarterback. Farnhorst and Paris, the tackles. Cross and Colley, the guards. And Quinlan could have stayed and had a steak sandwich in the clubhouse, is the center. Defensively for the Giants, Marshall and Martin, the ends. Jerome Sally is the tackle. Taylor and Banks, the outside linebackers. Carson and Reasons, the inside linebackers. Williams and Patterson, the corners. Kennard and Hill, the safeties. From the 20, Cribbs on a short, flat pass. Montana, incomplete. Went to the near side, nothing there. 2nd and 10. So at 3 minutes after 1, my name is Ron Juckett. This is Retro Sports Network, and you are watching the 1986 Pro Football Replay Week 13 Monday Night Football game between the San Francisco 49ers and New York Giants. And following the game in your late local news on ABC Nightline, we'll examine the many hair dyes of Ronald Wilson Reagan and whether Ted Koppel should use them. And then don't forget Friday night on Up All Night with Rick Dees. He again has an interesting one-on-one conversation with the Disco Duck and Howard Cosell. That's tonight on ABC. No, you haven't? Well, you just missed a 24-play drive by the Giants that allowed the field goal. So that's all tonight on ABC. And, of course, tomorrow morning on Good Morning America, Joan London and David Hartman give you a look at what is hot for the 1986 Christmas season. 2nd and 10. Craig off tackle right from the 20. Flag is down. He is hit by Taylor at the 25. And let's see what the flag is.
Holding offense number 69.
Oh, that play never happened.
10-yard penalty.
Colley with a hold. And it'll be 2nd and 20 for San Francisco. 2:28 to go in the quarter. Cribbs on the draw. Handoff from Montana. 15-20. What a play in the secondary. And Joe Cribbs got a gain of 22. He got a first down. That is the ultimate lemonade and a lemon juice. 1st and 10 for the Niners, and in comes Rathman. Herb Welch made the tackle for the Giants. What a play by San Francisco. Don't spit on the mouse pad, Ron. Roger Craig. Off tackle right from the 32. He gets around the corner. Carl Banks with the tackle at the 36. It's a gain of 4. 2:07 to go. Clock running. And now Montana will go to the air again. Medium slant, Jerry Rice. Quick snap. Rice runs his route over the middle of the field. First down, and Rice is hit at the 45. A gain of 19. 1st and 10 for San Francisco. Clock running under a minute to go in the third. And so after that giant 24-play drive, San Francisco is just marching it. Clark, medium cross on 1st and 10. Montana dumps it down to a running back. I think that's Cribbs. It is. Gain of 8. And with 41 seconds to go, it'll be 2nd and 2 from the Giant 37. Craig, sweep right. Montana. Far sideline. Craig is stood up by Banks. And that is the end of the third quarter. 45 minutes in the books at Candlestick. The Giants are finally on the board, but if you're looking for a pinball game, go fish. It's 7-3 San Francisco. And so here it was, again, another 88-yard drive, but you see it. 24 plays, and they took 12 off the clock. And all the Giants could do was kick. I honestly think, in all the years I have played sim football, and of course not everything is going to be on a correct engine, I don't think I've ever had a 24-play drive before. Have you? Anyone out there still watching this? Have you ever had a 24-play drive? That's insane, and that's the only scoring of the half. So 3rd down and 2 for San Francisco. And, of course, that scoring summary brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best podcast on the net for your sports simulations and replay needs. Excuse me. Randy Cross, by the way, made that bad block on the Craig run. Draw play for Cribbs. And Cribbs is going to be stood up by Eric Dorsey for no gain. And so 4th and 2. The 49ers have the wind. And do they try this from 54? Wershing says, I'm going to try it. So Morosky will hold. Quillen will snap it. A 1 in 5 chance. Good boot. It's long enough, and it is no good. Oh, my goodness, that just drifted right. And the Giants take over on their own 37. 14-14 to play in regulation time at San Francisco 7, the Giants 3. Morris on 1st and 10. Trap right, handoff from Sims, and Morris is hit by Dwayne Board right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Giants on their own 37. They trail by 4. Bavaro. Short out, Sims back to throw. He waits. Bavaro is open, and he's going to be close. Wow, what a play. McKyer made the tackle. He shoved him out of bounds, and Bavaro had the wherewithal to put the football over the pylon or over the marker, and it's a first down. You get forward progress on a catch. You don't on a run. 1st and 10, 13 and a half to go. Clock stopped. Giants ball, their own 47. Robinson. Medium cross. Sims is flushed. He runs around and tries to dump it to Carthon. No. 49ers blitz 2. Larry Roberts forced the hurry up throw. Bavaro, by the way, 6 catches for 67 yards. Second down and 10 from the 47. Morris will sweep it near side. 50. And he's hit by McCaw at the 48. That's a gain of 5. 3rd and 5. Morris has handled it 17 times today and has 48 yards for his effort. This, to me, maybe just me, feels like this should be more than a 4-point game for the 49ers. 3rd and 5. Johnson. Short hitch. Sims. Quick throw. Caught by Johnson for a gain of 10. Ronnie Lott with a quick stop. Johnson, 2 catches, 19 yards. And it's a fresh set for the Giants from the 49er 38. Giants in their white jerseys, blue numbers, blue helmets, white face mask. Going left to right. 12:33 to go in the ball game. They trail by 4. Morris. Off tackle right. Handoff from Sims, and Morris is hit by McKyer after a gain of 2. Tuiasosopo pointing to the knee as he hobbles off the sidelines. But Quicken didn't have to cart him off. Clock has stopped. 11:55 to go. Ball on the 49er 36. Bavaro. Medium fly. Sims. Waits. Incomplete. Trying to find Carthon. Tuiasosopo comes back in, and it's 3rd down and 8. Sims may throw this 36 times, but he's not going to throw for 380-some-odd yards. Galbraith in the game as the lone setback. McConkey, the 3rd receiver, he's up top. Medium slant. McConkey. Sims is flushed. He goes over the middle. Caught. I believe that's McConkey. It is. He's hit at the 10 by Williamson, and the Giants have it 1st and goal. And so finally the Giants make a big play, and McConkey just ran it right down the middle of the field. So 1st and 10, 1st and goal from the 10. Galbraith. Dive play out of this formation. Can they catch him off guard? They certainly do. He got 5. Ronnie Lott with a tackle there, and it's 2nd and goal. Carthon in the block. Morris. Draw play from the 5. Handoff from Sims. The pendulum swings, and the Giants score. Would you believe that? 10 plays, 63 yards, 4:04 off the clock. And after all that, the Giants pull ahead 9-7. There it is again. 19 carries, 55 yards, and it's just persistence. The Giants' offense is one big bag of persistence. Extra point by Allegre is good, and it's 10-7. There's nothing really fabulous the Giants do on offense. They run the ball well with Morris, and their line is good. But tonight they've only averaged 3.1 yards a carry. But yet, here we go. They're up 10-7. Crawford back deep. Monroe and Griffin the upmen. Allegre boots it to the 5. 10. And he's not going to get much of anywhere as Welch will knock him down at the 12. So 10 minutes to go in regulation. It's the Giants 10, the 49ers 7. Medium slant to Clark on 1st down from the 12. Montana finds Clark. 1st down. Patterson is burnt again. That's a gain of 19. And the 49ers get a 1st down on their first play from scrimmage. So Montana and company are pretty much fresh as a daisy considering they've had the ball all of 2 minutes here in the half. Cribbs on a screen near side. Montana has him 30, 35, 40. Banks makes a tackle at the 41. It's a first down. And for Carl Banks, that's his 10th tackle. Craig, off tackle right from the 41. Gets a bit of help before Hill makes a tackle at the 43. And Terry Kennard slides to the sideline. With 8:18 to go, the clock is stopped. 2nd and 8. The Giants, in case you joined us late, they've had 34 plays from scrimmage here in the second half. And they've gotten all 10 points that way. Morris from 5 yards. Second down. Medium slant to Rice. Montana waits, throws, incomplete. They doubled Rice. You can have it beef or you can have it chicken, but you couldn't get a catch. 8:11 to go. Clock stopped, 3rd and 8. 3 wide receiver set. Craig by himself. Montana will work out of the gun. He's looking at Russ Francis. Medium cross to the tight end. Montana protected, throws, and Francis is covered by Welch. Who's the flag on?
Pass interference.
Yes, it
defense.
is.
Number 27, automatic.
There are
First down.
times where you can be subtle on pass defense and not get caught for it. Sometimes a defender can just have a hand on the back, like it's a pleasant dance. But as I say so often, once you go the middle school routine and start clutching shirts and all that, it's just not going to fly. And Montana got an 11-yard flag out of that. 1st and 10 from the Giant 46. 8:03 to go, regulation time, 10-7 New York. They stay in this formation. Rice, medium slant, Montana out of the gun. He waits. Rice has got it for a first down, gain of 11. And Jerry has 3 catches for 52 yards. Perry Williams with the tackle. 1st and 10, Giant 35. Montana goes back under center. Craig on an off tackle left near side from the 35. Turns the corner to the near sideline. Taylor makes a tackle at the 30. Give him 5 more. So 2nd and 5 for San Francisco. Clock running. We're under 7 to go here in the game. Wendell Tyler will come in. Trap left, handoff from Montana to Tyler from the 30. Legs moving, gain of 4, 3rd and 1. And now San Francisco just wants to keep the clock moving. You want to make Sims beat you. Even though the Giants are up 10-7, that's not a guarantee. Field goal range, yes, they could. 68%. Craig. Fullback dive, handoff from Montana, and the Seas will part enough for 3. Eric Dorsey with the tackle. 5:49 to go. 1st and 10 from the Giant 23. San Francisco trails by 3. They are certainly from 40 yards, and with the wind, whatever little bit there is, within range for Ray Wershing. Craig, flat pass, far sideline. Flag is down. The pass is incomplete. And it is
offside
on the Giants.
Defense. Number 70.
Leonard Marshall, a
penalty.
name we haven't called all that much this afternoon. He jumped the play. 1st and 5 from the Giant 18. 5:13 to go. Rice. Medium cross. Montana looking for 6. He throws. Banks leaps and knocks it down from Craig. And it'll be 2nd and 5 with 5:10 to go. Tyler. Sweep right to Wendell. Far sideline. Turns the corner. He is hit at the 18. No gain. And he is out of bounds. So 5:02 to go. And it'll be 3rd and 5 for the 49ers. And again, if you're looking at a field goal, 3 out of 4 chance that Worshing can tie the game. Clark. Medium slant. Montana is rushed. He waits. He throws down to a running back. It's a first down. Tyler is hurt, by the way. He's not getting up. They're going to cart him off the field. Craig got a first down out of it. It is spotted at the 8, and with 4:55 to go in the game, the Niners have it 1st and goal. Trailing 10-7. Craig is exhausted. Off tackle right from the 8. He is hit at the 8 by Lawrence Taylor. In fact, they spot it at the 7. Craig will come off. So it's Cribbs and Rathman. And again, the key is don't leave Sims time to run the football. Francis. Short cross, 2nd and goal. Montana has time. He goes down to Cribbs, who is hit by Banks at the 2. It's a gain of 5. And now, with under 4 to go in the ball game, the Niners have it 3rd and goal from the Giant 2. If you just joined us, thanks for watching. This one's now turned into all that and a bag of chips. There was no flag, by the way, on that play. 3rd down. 2 tight end set. 2 running backs. Francis and Frank, the tight ends. Cribbs and Rathman, the running backs. Walsh looks to Clark, Montana. Montana's going to go on a little sweeper to the right, and it worked! Touchdown, Montana! Touchdown, San Francisco! And a little trickery there. Lawrence Taylor went to blitz late, and Montana felt comfortable enough with the play to run it. And with 3:29 to go, it is 13-10. The extra point from Worshing makes it 14-10. Your turn, Mr. Sims. 3:29 to go. San Francisco 14, the Giants 10. Well. Buckle up for safety, boys and girls. McConkey back deep to return. He stands on his 8. Collins and Miller are on their 15. The Giants with a win go to 9-4. The 49ers with a win go to 11-2. And right now, the 49ers would host any NFC playoff game that they are in. They have home field. If they hold on, it may be insurmountable with 3 weeks to go. Dallas is 9-4. And yeah, Dallas could win the NFC East. This is big. Biggest drive of the year for the Giants coming up. McConkey from his goal line to the 10. He is hit by Shell at the 12. It's a gain of 11. And Phil Sims has 88 yards and 3:21 to go. So San Francisco, following the Giant touchdown, Montana on a 2-yard plunge with 3:29 left has sent San Francisco into the rafters. So Sims, if you're wondering, 16-28, 165 yards. And Bavaro, 6 catches for 71. Johnson, short slant. Sims to throw. Waits. Johnson first down over the 25. Nixon hits him at the 28. A gain of 16 on 1st and 10. 3:13 to go. Giants have all 3 timeouts. Bavaro. Medium slant from the 28. Sims has time and does not have a receiver as McKyer blocked it. 2:34 to go. 2nd and 10, Giant 28. They trail by 4. Morris, short flat. Sims has to throw again near sideline. He cannot find Morris. Keena Turner with a good defense. It's 3rd and 10. And Terry Kennard is back for the Giants on defense if they need him. 2.5 to go. And we are definitely in 2-down territory right here. Medium slant. Bavaro. Sims has time. Goes to Morris, incomplete. And so here's the ball game right here. Do you punt? You'd have the 2-minute warning and all 3 Giant timeouts. Or do you gamble that the 49ers will not give New York the football back? And I'm going to gamble that they can get it back. So they're going to try the punt here. Landetta will punt it to Griffin and hope the Giant defense can shut down San Francisco. Landetta to the 27. It's going to roll dead right there. And so there is 2:14 on the clock. The Giants have a 2-minute warning and all 3 timeouts. If they can force a turnover here, they are almost in field goal range. But they need a touchdown. Field goal won't matter. Cribbs. Run some cheesy pick play. Is that before or after you taped the Bengals at practice? Cribbs on a trap left. From the 27, Gary Reason stops him at the line of scrimmage, and the Giants will let it tick to the 2-minute warning. 2 to go here in San Francisco. 2nd and 10. It's 14-10, 49ers. Cribbs and Craig in the back. Well, Cribbs and Rathman in the backfield. Rathman. Dive play. And off from Montana. And Lawrence Taylor just did a how do you do. And the Giants call time with 1:54 to go. And so the 49ers, do you just run one here? Make the Giants call time. You're not going to get it for and gamble not getting the first. If you try a pass, and you could here, and get the first, it's not over. Quick kick. They're looking. They need 9. Medium cross to Rice. Montana's going to gamble a first down, wins it over the middle, incomplete. And so the Giants, ploy worked. They have 2 timeouts. They're going to get the football. Runniger to McConkey. Punt is away. McConkey at his 24. To the 30. It's not not bad field possession. The Giants start from their own 30. They have 1:44. They can pretty much do what they want over the middle of the field because they can stop it twice. Are you ready? Here we come. Galbraith in the backfield. McConkey, Robinson, and Johnson. The receivers. Medium slant. None of these look like great options. McConkey. Audible. Screen to Galbraith. Sims finds Tony. 30, 40, first down, 45. Turner at the makes a tackle at the 47. They get 17. They go hurry up. Medium out. Bavaro. Sims is sacked by McCall. A loss of 7. And the Giants have to burn a timeout. 1:11 to go on their own 40. San Francisco hanging on by 4. Sims 18 of 33 for 198. Giants can stop it once. Galbraith in the flat. Just get yards. Incomplete. 3rd down. 17. 1:07 to go. And this is definitely 2-down territory now. You don't need 17 on this play, but you do need about 8 or 9. Robinson, short slant. Sims trying for the quick throw. Incomplete. Griffin leapt and made the play. Carlton Williamson got a hand on it. And now, here's the game. 4th and 17. 1:03 to go. Medium out. Johnson. Sims. Back. Waits. Throws. Incomplete. 49ers are going to win. Milt McCall broke it up. He knocked it out of Bobby Johnson's hand, and the 49ers, unless some crazy stuff happens, are going to win this game. Montana with a knee. The Giants will call time with 57 seconds to go. So San Francisco is going to go 11-2. They have the best record in the NFC. The Giants are now a full game behind Dallas with 3 left. As Montana takes a knee and Martin pats him on the shoulder. It'll be 3rd and 12. Chicago is in good position to win the NFC Central. And now Washington gets a lifeline with a Giant loss. The hell am I doing? So 56 seconds left. Montana takes the knee. And that'll do it. The San Francisco... What the hell are you booing for? The San Francisco 49ers have defeated the New York Giants 14-10. And if Phil Simms had had a better day, the Giants might have pulled this one off. Joe Montana, 21 for 33 for 252. Sims, 18 of 36 for 198. And Bavaro, 6 catches, 67 yards. Carl Banks, 13 tackles, 2 stuffs. Gary Reasons, 9 tackles. The Giants did not sack Joe Montana. Perry Williams had the interception. 2 sacks of Phil Simms, McCall, or 3 rather, Stover, who's hurt, and Charles Haley. McCall and McKay at 8 tackles. No interceptions, and they forced 3 fumbles. Morris and Montana with the 2 touchdown runs. The injuries. Stover is out a week, and Wendell Tyler's 1986 regular season is done. First downs, 21-19 in favor of San Francisco, and the yardage 323 to 268. And time of possession, despite the Giants having those monster drives, was even, 30:08 to 29:52. Well, there you go, boys and girls. Hope you enjoyed it. This one was all that, man. What a defensive game this was. And just typical of the Giant Niner games of the latter half of the 80s and early 90s. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be doing more stuff as the week goes along. Next scheduled football game is Tuesday on this channel at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. I'm Ron Juckett. Watch the replays later on YouTube. You have yourself a good day.